Exercise time. Now it's time for you to start doing instead of just listening to me talk all the time. All right? By you doing, that's how you're really going to learn about APIs. In this case, you're going to be thinking about what the answer is. I'm going to give you 4 API examples, and in each example, you're going to tell me what the A is, what the P is, and what the I is. Before we get started with these 4 examples of APIs, let's go over what API means again. API just means telling a program to run a task in a piece of software or an application. What is the I, what is the P, and what is the A? The I is the point at which you're telling the program to run, right? The interface, the boundary where you're telling the program to run. P is the task being done. The program completes the task that you want it to do. A is the application or the piece of software that contains the program, that maintains the program, that writes the program. Okay, so let's go over these 4 API examples. First is a simple example of just sending messages using Viber, a Viber cell phone app. What is the I, what is the P, and what is the A in this situation? Now, before I give you the answers to these, I suggest that you pause and think about what the answer is before you see it. I'll take about a second before providing the answers. Okay, so what is the interface in Viber messaging? From where am I messaging? From my cell phone, or if you want to get more specific, from the Viber cell phone app. Either answer is correct. What program is being run? What task is being done? Messaging, that's the task being done. And where is this program located? Who maintains this program? Viber. Viber writes the program, maintains it. Okay, let's go to the next example. A Google search using a computer. From where are we doing the Google search? What is the I? Computer, right? Or if you want to get more specific, from a browser, or if you want to get more specific from that, a Google search engine. All those answers are correct. Interface just means the point at which we're asking the program to be run. What is the P in this situation? Search, right? The program does internet searches for us. Where is this program located? Who maintains this program? Google, right? Now let's get into some tricky API examples where you really are going to have to think. Let's go to a moderate or complex example. In this case, we want to create orders in eBay, but without using a browser. Everybody knows how to create an order in eBay using a browser. But in this case, we want to create an order without using a browser. So how are we going to do that? Well, eBay provides not only a way for you to create orders in eBay using a browser, but they also publish APIs that you can access going to eBay. All right, it's a key concept for you to understand. You go to eBay. You don't use your cell phone or your computer or whatever it is. You go over the network to eBay to access their API because their API is located at eBay. So what is the interface? What is the point at which we're asking this program to be run? It's eBay. All right. What is the program being run? The program creates orders. Who maintains this program? eBay maintains this program. Let's look at another example. Creating orders in SAP without using a browser, right? I'm not even sure you can create an order in SAP using a browser. I don't think you can. So how are you going to create an order in SAP without using a browser? Well, SAP provides an interface where you can ask SAP to create an order for you. You don't get to get into SAP, but it provides an interface, a boundary point, a meeting place where you can ask SAP to create an order. Pretty cool, right? So where is this interface located? This interface is located at the SAP software, right? You have to go to the SAP software. What program is being run? The program that creates an order. And where is this program located and maintained? This program is located and maintained in SAP. So why why are moderate and complex APIs created instead of simple APIs? That's a great question for two reasons. The first reason is that it's not difficult, it's not expensive to create APIs where they're located where the program is, right? You just create an interface, tell people access the interface at the program, where the program is located. You don't have to worry about creating a search engine, maintaining a search engine. You don't have to create an app, any of this stuff. You just tell people, hey, come to me and tell me to run the program. It's not expensive. It's not very difficult. And businesses don't want to pay for expensive, difficult things unless they have good reason to. The second reason why these APIs located at the software, at the application, makes sense is because by publishing this API, by broadcasting this API, they don't care about what method you use. You can use any method. You can use a Python script. You can use a browser. You can use whatever method you need to use to get to them. It provides you with flexibility. You can use anything you want. Just access their API and tell it to run. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so when accessing an API at the application itself, that is what people mean by APIs in general. They're not talking about simple APIs like a Google search or Viber messaging. When they're talking about moderate or complex APIs, that's what they mean by APIs. These simple APIs are also APIs, but that's not what people really consider to be APIs. APIs is where they publish an API. In other words, they tell you what they need to make their API run. Okay, so to do that, you're going to learn all about how to do that in this course. Otherwise, it's a waste of time, right? Learning simple APIs is a waste of time. You need to learn how to access APIs at their site. That's what this class is about. And that's what people generally mean by APIs. So you're going to learn about XML. You're going to learn about JSON. You're going to learn about REST. You're going to learn about POST. You're going to learn about Python. You're going to learn how to create APIs using Postman and other things. It's very exciting and very fun and very interesting. And I'm looking forward to it. All right. So it's going to be a lot of fun. If you have any questions, any concerns or comments, please let me know. If you want additional material, let me know. My job is to explain this stuff to you, and I want to explain it to you so that you know everything about APIs, not just pieces of it, because there's plenty of courses where you just know one piece or two pieces, or you just learn JSON, or you just learn XML, or just REST. You have to know the whole picture. That's what this class is about. And not only just listening to me, but you're going to be doing all this stuff. Pretty exciting. For this exercise, I'd like you to explore the world of APIs around us. Let me do a little bit of exploration of APIs around us right now. Let's look at the API definitions that are out there. I'm going to Google and I'm typing in API definitions to see what's out there. This API definition says an API is a set of functions and procedures allowing the creation of applications that access the features or data of an operating system, application, or other service. Do you understand this definition? Probably not at this point. It seems to me a little complicated. Here we have another definition. In computer programming and application programming interface is a set of subroutine definitions
communication protocols and tools for building software and so on. API is a set of functions. Anyway, these definitions are complicated, but really all an API is, and we explained this in the previous lecture, is you tell a program to run that you don't own. It's as simple as that. Just tell a program to run. If we go to, for example, the Wikipedia definition, in the term application programming interface is not subroutine definitions, communication protocols, tools, and so on. We just have 3 words in the term API. That's application programming interface. There's an interface where you run a program that's owned by an application. To get into all these details is going beyond what this term means. Let's take a look at the eBay API. I'm going to type in eBay API, and I could go to this developers program and explore the APIs that are available from eBay. I could go to this API Explorer, and before looking at the eBay APIs, I have to create a developer's account. Now, I've already created a developer's account, so I'm going to sign in using that developer account. Click on sign in. Here is where I can explore the APIs associated with eBay using Sandbox, that is test. I'm going to say search for items, so I'm going to click the browse API, and under that the search call. So this is the main program, the browse API, and under that you can make various subprograms run, for example the search program. And we have an endpoint. This is where the program is located. This is the computer, and under this computer are folders, just like your Windows computer or Linux computer, whatever you have. Here are the folders. We are searching for, let's search for the term computer, and we want to find 7 computers. Let's click on execute, and we see that it didn't work because we have an invalid access token. That is, for security reasons, you have to provide a token in order to run these APIs. Like I said, all of this stuff will be explained. So now let's get started on the details of APIs. I'm excited about taking this journey along with you, and thank you for your time in taking this course.